I feel so stressed lately.
What's wrong?
Because I think I'm very bad at the board composition. Do you guys have any tips? Really easy?
Maybe I am editing. Maybe I do have some tips for the word composition arrangement. So I did some research on this and I can come up with a few tips. So first you have to know your content because the content in your word presentation have to be well composed to convey the idea to the panel clearly. And then I also found out that there are four things that you have to make sure it is in your board. First is the balance. So you have to make sure that in your board there is no part that is too heavy or too light. And second is the hierarchy. You have to guide viewer's eye throughout your informations. And then consistency, where you have to make sure that the style, the fonts, the color are consistent all throughout all your boards so that it doesn't make the users confused or it doesn't look messy. And then clarity, you have to make sure the message easily understood and also readable from the size from a proper distance. And then you also have to make sure that you have a high quality images and graphics on the board. And there are a few tips that I have found where you can use a grid system to maintain alignment and also spacing in between your informations. And then you can also place the most important elements on the eye level so that it is easily readable for the viewers. But I have trouble with sketches on my board. Do you guys have any tips?
Maybe I can share you my tips for the sketches because yesterday Valencia I have a good diagram for my bio project.
Oh, really?
Yes. So my tips can I share for you guys. First and foremost about careful observation because we need to more sketch the live sketches compared than the photos or imagination. Next, we can start about the basic shape like triangle, square or circle because it can improve our sketches and correct and maintaining correct composition. Next about the line technique because for my I do the experiment with the different types of the lines such as thin, thick, curve and straight line. Maybe it can give a different line can add its texture and the tip to your sketches or drawing. Next about the right tools. Maybe you can use the different types of pencil. Maybe the HB, 4B or 2B. So for the harder pencil, you can produce the thinner and the lighter of lines. And while for the softer pencil, you can dark and the thicker lines. So maybe it can improve your sketches. For my tips that I can give to you.
I see. But then what's the difference from sketches and diagrams?
Oh, I think I know the tips. How to make good diagrams. We have 60, which is the first one is understand your audience. Which first thing first, we need to focus on our key info or our purpose to make the diagram. As we know that we make the diagram simple to convey to people to understand more easier. And the second one is choose the right diagram. For example, for the floor plan, we need to illustrate layout of the building. And for section, we need to cut through the building to show the details on the building. And next, for elevation, we need to display the facade or the external of the building. And for the isometry, we need to draw a 3D presentation so people can understand about the building. And the third one is sketch the initial ideas. I think we may think how to make a good diagram. So we need, first thing first, as a beginners, we need to draw initial ideas. And maybe we can create with our lecturers or maybe we can create with our friends maybe they can help us in improving our diagram. And the fourth one is simplicity, which is we need to use a very simple line or shapes and play with colors so the audience will be more understand about our diagram. And for the fifth point is we need to refer example which we can search it on online or Pinterest, and also we can refer our seniors. And the last one is the sixth point. The point for the sixth one is practice. We all know that practice making us to be perfect. So I think practice is a good way to improve our diagram skills.
I see. Maybe I can use all the for all your guys' opinion and tips to improve my presentation for the next day. Maybe. Thank you guys.
Thank you. Sure. Why not?
So, let me demonstrate what is a good board composition and arrangement. And in this board, you can see that the four main things that I have said just now are being applied. So first is the balance. You can see that in these boards, there are no parts that are too heavy or too light. And also it applies hierarchy, where the informations are being in one flow that is so smooth so that the verbal communication and presentation can be easily delivered. And then it also applies consistency in the terms of the fonts, the colors are being used all throughout the boards. And the last one is the clarity, because of the font that is being used can be readable from a proper distance. And also I want to highlight something here. In this part, it is more focused on the invisible grid system, where you can see that it is being arranged in a grid manner, so that the information can be seen as more organized and also professional.
Okay, to answer your question, okay, this is some example for the live sketches we made during at the site at Ulu Bendul. So compare, we just take from the photo at the Google or just imagination. So for the live sketches, we can see the different line the different technique line we use, such as the curve, straight line, T, and 10. So at the same time, we can see they use the different grade of the pencil because we can see this is more lighter and this more darker. And the form of the shadow at the rock and the river. So it can make the sketches more deep and correct for the composition. Okay.
You guys might be wondering how to draw a good diagram. Let me show you. Here is the example of drawing a good diagram, which is it's play with colors and the simple lines and also the simple shape. And it's also have a arrow which it's more understandable for client to understand, and it also has explanation beside the diagram. Okay. And one more tips is practice. We need to practice to make us perfect.
Now we want to talk about how we want a good flow in a presentation and have a better pronunciation when we present something. Okay, now Amar.
Yes.
Do you have a tips? Do you have a tip how we want to have a good pronunciation in presentation?
Thank you, Shaki Asfar. My tips is to always practice with each other, with friends or even families. But there's also a problem if you're not the person that likes to talk to people. Another way you could do it is by practicing when watching movies. Let me give you an example here. For example, one movie such as Star Wars or even Disney movies, you open the subtitle maybe in Malay or even in English. So you could even try to pronounce back what the actors just said, so that you could practice good English and also further on practice it in your presentations. So yes, that's my tip.
Okay. Now, I will talk about how we want a good flow. How we want to have a good flow in presentation. First, we need to show or highlight the agenda and the outlines in our presentation. So we start our presentation with to show the full agenda in our design. Okay, next main section. We divide the main content in our presentation into such as Nakli study, president study, and design strategies. And lastly, for the summary, we need to repeat all the key point in our presentation and how we mention all about the main content in the summary.
Is that all of your points?
Yes.
So I hope that all of you could adapt this and practice it so that you could improve on your communication skills, especially in your presentation time. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Hey, Sadihin.
Hi. Hi, please take a seat.
Okay, thank you.
There it is. This is my painting.
Oi.
I have a presentation tomorrow. I need to present about my painting.
Oh, that look very very beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. But I also need to make presentation tomorrow.
Oh, you also have a presentation tomorrow?
Yes, but actually when I make presentation, I have a problem to make eye contact with lecturer and audience.
Oh.
So I cannot give a good presentation when I have any presentation.
I see. So, I think if you want to make eye contact with the audience or lecturers, you need to, if you're too afraid to see to their eyes, you can see their foreheads. Yeah. Or sometimes there is a 3 seconds rules where you change each audience for every 3 seconds. You see first lecturers for 3 seconds and second lecturers and others for 3 seconds. That really helped me in making eye contact with the audience and lecturers.
Oh, that's first time I listen about this.
Yes.
Oh, so can you show me how you do that? Because I want to apply it when I have presentation.
Okay. So let's make an example. You are the
Okay.
first lecturers and
Okay.
he is the second lecturers.
Okay.
Okay. First, I will make eye contact with you and presenting for about 3 seconds. And then I will look at the second lecturers and presenting to him about 3 seconds. And then the repetition will continue.
Oh, I can see you are very calm and you can talk very confident.
Yes.
Oh.
And after all, it is about practice, practice, and practice.
Okay, I think I should to do that tips because I can counter my problem to get a good presentation.
And thank you, Shaki.
Okay, thank you,
Good luck for your presentation tomorrow. Hey, Shaki.
Hi, Sadi.
We meet again.
Yes, and that's it.
Oh, thank you. I see that you really like to read a lot of books. What is that?
Oh, this book say about the 7 husbands of Evelyn Hood.
Oh.
I read this book because when I read this book, I feel that I very less of knowledge. So when I read this book, I get more knowledge and I also can add my vocab.
Oh, okay. Oh, so this could help in your presentations.
Yes, this is one of the way I got more vocab.
Do you know any other ways that we can improve our vocab?
Oh, I think I can give you some tips because the way that I get my vocab, such as I watch movie. When I watch movie and I don't know the word that I don't have the meaning, I will get the word and I put in Google Translate. So Google Translate will give us the meaning and how to use the word in our sentence.
Oh. That is a very good tips.
Yes.
I think by that we can improve a lot of our vocabs.
Yes, you got it.
Yes, I got it. You got
Yeah.
it?
I think I have a problem in make a good model. Can you give me some tips?
Sure. To make a good model, first you need to make a planning. Try to not doing the model last minute, as it will make you tension and you cannot concentrate well in doing the model. Next, try to find the suitable material, as it play a main role, a big role in doing the model to make it more realistic. Then you need a precision and accuracy. You you need to uh, measure twice to make sure all the measurement is correct and precise. Try to cut the board or anything with the sharp knife or cutter to get the very neat edges. So for the finishing, you can paint your model with colors, some colors, and then uh, you need to removing all the excess glue, as it will make the model very messy. Then you need to consider the context on the model board. Uh, Try to put some trees or figure to make the model more realistic, as it contain the context and the scale. Oh, so now I want to tell you that I also have problem with my presentation board. Can you help me?
Okay, I can give you some tips. Is first you need to take attention to the detail. You need to take accuracy of measurements and how precisely drawn need to be aligned. Then after that you need the neatness and organizations. You need to make a neat drawing or something and to make organize the board properly. After that you need to use the quality materials like the pens, is the ink that you use. You need to use a good quality of pens and other than that.
Okay.
After that you also need to precision in drawing. You need to use T-square
Oh,
like that. Okay. After that you need clear presentations, how you organize the board and how big the word that you want to make in the board need to be clear to the audience, to the audience
so
that
the
want.
audience can read the board well.
Yes, like that. Okay. Then you need to take consistency. Consistency is how you give the style of the board. And how to flow the one board to one board. That is the important part. Okay. Then you need to take attention to the finishing touch. Is if you need to double check the board if there is not clear in inks or whatever like that. You need to properly adjust it. So that is the tip. Okay.
So I think as we both share the tips, I think we can improve our presentation.
Yes, that is very good.
Thank you.
Thank you too.